Hey boys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Times career mode where we're taking on the Brisbane Broncos, who are in 11th spot. It's going to be a tough game. I say that about every game, but the Broncos, they have a good side. They actually have Kyle Stanley in the centres. Everything else is pretty standard. Their back row, really good. Front row, decent. McCulloch's really good in this game. There's Sam Ray-Pira. Brad Ty on the bench, a bit strange, but we're going to start the game off pretty strongly. Birdie puts up the bomb. Greg Bird gets, well, I think it was Hoffman that batted it back, and then Dane Gagai shrugs off one, draws the last defender, and that is a pretty nice try to start proceedings. Bomb from halfway. I've had a lot of success with these bombs from halfway. For some reason, Greg Bird fucking took the kick from LG, but great work by, I think it was Hoffman to bat it back, and then Dane Gagai too. Had a fair bit of work to do. Had to shrug off one, and then just a nice drawn pass to finish it off. So this game, it started off very well, and of course it is raining once again. And I think I've talked about this before, but it pretty much just brings everyone back to, well, brings me back to everyone else's level. It's right there. The Broncos hit back pretty quickly. It would have been from an error from us. You just can't throw the ball around at all when it's raining, which is a shame. But a nice little run there by Maguire. And we try another bomb, another midfield bomb, half time, or fifth tackle, and it works out pretty well. Zillman there puts in a grubber, but unfortunately no one was really chasing it, and Boyd comes away with it, almost races 50 meters. Luckily Hoffman was covering at the back there, so it could have been pretty poor. It could have gone the other way. As you see here, yeah, 38 minutes gone. Honestly, nothing really happened in this first half. It was very poor by both teams, honestly. A lot of drop ball, that sort of stuff. So, yeah, not too much to talk about, not too much to show. I think the second half, well, I know the second half will get a fair bit more interesting and exciting, but we'll wait for that. As we've decided to run it here, last play of the game. Don't throw the offload, probably a good decision. And we come back from halftime, we do get a penalty. So we start the second half off pretty strongly. We throw a pretty silly offload there, and I was very worried to pick that ball up. I thought he was going to either drop it or run out, but Zillman does nice work there. First tackle from that penalty. Decided to spread it wide here. Bird on straight through the gap onto Hoffman, who is covered there, but the drive in there gets him over the line, and that is going to be a try to us in the opening of the second half. Really good work by Hoffman. Had two plays on him, but too much determination. Really, the Broncos just weren't committed enough in defense. And Caesar shouldn't have any trouble with this kick. And he does slot it. So that is 12-0. Not 12-0, 12-6. I don't even know what I'm talking about. But we're going to... Another little foray down the left-hand side, which has been very good for us. I think it was Dave Taylor there, onto James Roberts. Cutting back on the inside, very powerful. And it looked like Milford was actually going to catch Roberts there. I thought for a second that Roberts was going to get caught, but just too much pace for young Milford. He sort of had the legs on me, but if he dove for me, he probably would have got me, but he just didn't want to risk it, I guess. And all of a sudden, 10 minutes into the second half, and we're up to 18-6, so not too bad at all. But right here, we try. For some reason, Gagai was the one standing for the kick, so I put it in a little grubber. Bad decision, as Andrew McCulloch collects it on the boot, picks it up, and races about 50 meters to score untouched. It was just a poor decision. Probably shouldn't have kicked it. I think it came off Corey Parker's legs, and then McCulloch. It sort of looked like McCulloch was offside there. A little controversial, maybe. I don't know if Parker played at it, but it'd still be accidental offside. But nonetheless, it was still a poor play by us. And then right here, what a pass that was. And that is going to be another try to the Broncos. I think it was Maguire who passed that. What a ball, though, to Darius Boyd on the inside. And way too much pace. And he steps around Hoffman. And I thought Bird was going to get him, but Darius Boyd, I didn't know who it was, but it was Darius Boyd, so he was way too quick for Sharma and Bird coming across. And all of a sudden, our lead has just evaporated in about 10 minutes, 18 all. But right here, we get a good opportunity to attack them. And we got the numbers out here. David Mead onto it. And bloody Boyd confused me there. He was like way back in the end goal. I thought it was just going to be an easy try, but unfortunately, he tackled me. It was a great defense by Boyd. And we get held up over the line. and we bombed the last tackle. I think I was going for a field goal, but the Broncos coming out of their end gives it to young Milford with the speed. He just took off out of a cannon right there, and he just swerved straight around Hoffman. It's just one of those times where just a tiny little move to the right, and I wasn't anticipating it, and he totally beat me. So all of a sudden, we are now down 24-18 as Ben Hunt nails that kick. So the first half, 12 points scored all up. This half, plenty of points. And right here, the Broncos are just on an absolute roll. I just could not defend it. This game was ridiculous. I mean, I got to call a bit of bullshit. Like, you'll see this offload, right? That offload. I was doing offloads like that a fair bit in this game. Every single one of them got knocked on. The Broncos did it a fair bit. Every single one of them they just picked up without any problems. And that's the annoying thing about wet weather, because the AI team, they can catch everything, but you drop everything. So Ben Hunt does miss a kick, keep us in the game slightly, but this is just turning shambolic. And we actually do get a sin bin here to Milford. Hopefully that turns the tide a bit, but unfortunately we couldn't take advantage of it straight away. And the Broncos once again stepping one, and I just couldn't tackle him. Could not tackle him. I don't know what's going on. It was, like I said, it's just one of those games where, I don't know, just it just seemed to be the Broncos were going to win this, as McCulloch just slices straight through us. Just a tiny little step off the left foot, and Hoffman didn't lay a hand on him. Zillman valiant in the effort there, but even with Milford sent to the sin bin, the Broncos get another try, 34-18, and to add insult to injury, Marconi gets injured, dislocated shoulder I think it was, and the Broncos on the attack again right here. 80th minute though, that is going to be all she wrote. The Broncos absolutely demolishing us there. What a poor game, what a poor game, 34-18. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, but I'll see you next time.